When you want to share your study file and related source files with another person, a colleague that you're doing group research with, or just someone you want to show, or sharing a prepared study with your students who are using the free limited edition of HyperRESEARCH, it's pretty easy. You start by launching HyperRESEARCH. This happens to be HyperRESEARCH version 4.03, which is our currently shipping version. Then we have the Cinderella study. This is an example of one of our two sample tutorial studies. So it will certainly serve to illustrate this. In our tools, we have a study packager. So the general flow is you launch HyperRESEARCH, you open the study that you wish to package up and send to someone. It's a good practice to make sure that everything that you are looking for in your study is actually here, that it's the right version of the study, and all of that. And then once you're sure, yep, this is the right study, you simply choose Study Packager. The Study Packager gives you two choices: Package My Study and Open Study Package. Here we are going to be creating a package, so this would be Package My Study, and we see here that all 8 sources are present and accounted for, and so we can just go ahead and create the package. So when HyperRESEARCH creates a package, what it does is it takes the Cinderella study file and or whatever study file you're using, and the related source files that are included in the study's sources list, and it puts it into a zipped archive with the study's name and the file extension being .hs4z, which stands for a HyperRESEARCH version 4 zip study package. So make sure that you save it somewhere where you will find it. Now, I could save it here into the original folder of the Cinderella study, but I'm actually going to put it onto the desktop itself rather than in the original file folder, so I'll be able to have it ready to hand for sending it to someone else. So there I have a zipped study of the copy of the Cinderella study. So I'm going to show you next what your other person, the person receiving the study, would do. So I'm just going to quit out so I show you the whole sequence. The other person would open their copy of HyperRESEARCH, and they can open the free limited edition even if you have a large study that you created with a licensed version. They'll be able to open that study and look at it in its entirety and play around with it, but they won't be able to add any cases or codes beyond what's limited if they're using the free limited edition of the software. So that's just a neat trick that you can use to let people see your work even if they don't have a registered copy of HyperRESEARCH. So the person who is unpacking the study would open HyperRESEARCH and actually create a new study, and then go to the study packager and choose Open Study Package. Now, Open Study Package gives you a couple of options. You can open a study package in place of the current study, or you can merge a study package with the current study. Since the current study is an untitled study without any cases or codes, either of these will do the same thing. It will simply open the package. We want to be here on the, let me go over here, we want to be on the desktop and there, and we're going to open the package, and boom, here is the Cinderella study all open on the other person's computer. And it's basically an exact duplicate of the study and the source files that were packaged in the original packaging.